Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the General Collective Weekend Vibe reading. It is October 31st as I'm recording this. We have Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Aquarius. I'm going to be starting out with the Mixed Emotions deck, and then I have the Wisdom of the Oracle to start. Like I always say, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid, and the energy can be vice versa, pardon me y'all, or interchangeable. Just need to turn up my brightness. Mercury has moved into Sag. So at about 1 degree. But also during this retrograde, it will, go back into Scorpio. And everything else is still, where it's at. Venus is home in Libra. We still have Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer. Saturn and Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Uranus is retrograding in Gemini. And we still have Pluto in Aquarius. Still a lot of water energy out here. But we're going to just jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. We do have full moon in Taurus, coming up. I want to say it's on November 5th. But yeah, let's see what's going on. See how you're feeling. See what the energy is like. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need? I keep seeing the Trapped card, which is like the Devil card. Which speaks to I hope nobody's streaking. Which speaks to, boundaries. It's very restricting and limiting type of energy. It's, could also be an energy of feeling bound and obligated to, person, place, or thing, situation, or circumstance. But ultimately, it's a very stuck energy. Get one more. Let's see what's going on. I'll tell y'all in every reading, so I'm going to tell y'all again. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid. The energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. And if it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. So, bottom of the deck we have stressed, which says tense, strained, under pressure. And this could be you or someone that you're energetically connected to, or just the energy. They're kind of showing me like, I don't know what the device is called, or, even what it was used for. It could have been used for something back in the day. I don't know. But they're showing me like it's a metal clamp, and it has like a turning spigot, whatever you want to call it, or screw or whatever on it. and it's normally used to like I've seen it in woodworking, that kind of holds something in place, but they're showing it to me as like on somebody's head, and like it's almost like I don't know if someone could be experiencing headaches or just like this energy says stressed and like almost like a mental capacity. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Because I don't know what it's called. I don't even know if it's like a torture device. It may be. Like, I really wish I knew what it was called, but that's what they're showing me. I wish I knew what it was called. But that's what they're showing me. And it's almost like someone is feeling like that kind of energy. Um it almost feels like just like the feeling of being, like I said, tortured in the mind. Up under that we have the grief, which says sorrowful, heartbroken, and bereaved. It really feels like the Nine of Swords, Five of Cups energy here. Then we have uncertain, or unsure, excuse me, mixed with frustrated. Unsure says uncertain, doubtful, and indecisive. And then frustrated says prevented, hindered, and blocked. Um, yeah, so I don't know, like, this is a lot. Like, I feel like whoever's in this energy, like, they're having a hard time focusing, or they're unable to focus on anything right now. Um, this is almost coming through as like the devil energy as well, like that trapped energy, this frustrated. Because I'm being drawn to the watch, and Saturn rules time. Um, and I'm hearing like, when is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? Like ultimately it just feels like someone who doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where to go. Um I mean, we see the traffic jam there, which, just further reiterates the energy of being stuck. I said stuck. Um, I don't know, maybe this person could have, recently just went through a tower moment. Because that's what it feels like. And it's almost like if that's the case for some of you, or, whoever you may be dealing with, it's almost like they're just showing me like a lot of stuff in disarray. Like after this tower hit. And the tower could be anything. It could be, something mentally, a realization, a sudden realization. It could be, something actually physical, or it could be something emotional as well. Like it's almost like whatever it is, it feels more mental and emotional. For some of you, something could have happened, like physical or within your reality that had you feeling like this, but this feels like it doesn't feel like, because there's loss here. And even with this receptive card at the bottom, it's almost like I feel like someone is just like they can't make sense of something or a situation or a circumstance. They're just like what is this? Why is this? What am I gonna do? But let's see. Can you show me how the collective is feeling? Yeah. We have powerless coming out. Who says paralyzed, ineffective, and weak. Bottom of the deck we have discouraged. Yeah, I feel like whoever this is, like they're lacking drive, they're lacking passion. Like feeling like, there's nothing they can do. Like their hands are tied, just as, the card is depicting. What else, Yep, discouraged. And I was gonna say, like, with all of this energy coming out, there's no way that this person isn't angry right now. But as I always say with this card, I feel like with the hateful card, it gives me an energy of, being mad at oneself. Can I get one more, please? Look, I cannot make this shit up. The hateful card coming out, which says hostile, vengeful, and spiteful. Bottom of the deck we have excited. For some of you, like, I feel like this energy is you. on the bottom, this excited. Then we have love and romantic with worried and stressed. Because all of this feels like one energy. I'm hearing broke my own heart. Someone, may feel like, they broke their own heart. And there's anger behind that. And it's because of where, they're finding themselves at now, where some of you could be in this excited energy. It says elated, thrilled, and enthusiastic, and, connecting with others that are feeling that way. It doesn't have to be in a romantic way. Or this is like for some of you, especially with these worried energies, there could be someone worried, like if this is someone who, you're not physically connected to, they could be worried about you, basically like enjoying life while they're in this energy. I mean, I don't understand that. There's something to do about care here. You could have cared for this person and, whatever type of way, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even, where they're no longer receiving that care. And it's almost like there's a fear or anxiety around you, like giving that care that you were given to them to others. I can feel that here as well. Well, I don't know what to say to that, because that's just... Yep, and we have regretful. Yep. So this is like someone's looking at something in hindsight. I don't feel like any of this is your energy. It says remorseful, sorry, and repentant. Yeah, bottom of the deck we have resentful, which is my Queen of Swords card. So it could be it's feminine air energy, but as I always tell y'all, male or female doesn't matter. It's just the energy that, you can sit in the masculine side of it or the feminine side of it. And these cards, like, yeah, there's a woman on the card, but I mean, not for nothing, she does look very masculine. So this could be a masculine energy and their feminine energy as well. And like I said, I felt like things were in disarray. And that's being depicted here with the overwhelmed energy. I'm going to get one for the collective because, like I said, I don't feel like any of this is your energy. For some of you, it could be. But the way that I'm feeling it, this all feels, excuse me, like one energy. Can you show me the energy of the collective, please? The collective. I got caught on my ring. The collective energy. It almost feels like you're not out here. Yeah, see? Oh, we have compassionate. It says empathetic, caring, and sympathetic with peaceful, which says calm, serene, and centered. And like I said, I felt that care energy for some of you. So whoever is in this energy, especially if you're in this peaceful energy, yeah, I feel like you two are not, at least not connected physically, because it feels like this person is in, like your back is to this exhausted energy, which is almost like the Ten of Wands. Like there is no, like honestly, it's like for some of you, you're just, you're hanging back, chilling. I really don't even feel like your energy is focused on whoever this energy is, because it feels like you're in two different places physically for some of you, with very different climates. Like I don't know if I should say climates, but just like a very different atmosphere physically. Like this feels very barren, very like desert like. Where that peaceful energy feels almost like kind of lush. Like there's water, there's, the trees, there's earth, there's like almost like an atmosphere of serenity that I'm feeling. Let's see what else we need as it pertains to this energy and spread. I don't know why this is coming up. I don't know who's inquiring, because Spirit is telling me my nails. Um, so I don't know who's inquiring. It is what it is, like, but they're addressing it, so I'm gonna address it here. My nails. I pick, I'm very just. I'm a very spontaneous and in the moment type of person. So I know, like, I do my readings, and of course, y'all see my hands. So I know, like, I don't know, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who's inquiring or is curious about it. But I pick the colors of my nails based on, how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll pick the colors before I go, but the majority of the time, I'll say at least 95% of the time, I don't pick the colors until I get there, and it's all like based off of what I'm feeling in that moment. But um, the last time I went, first of all, blue is my favorite color. But the last time I went, I was like, I need something that's a little bit more, it wasn't like I needed it, but I was just like in myself, like, I want, something that, represents me. Um, but I like, bold, bright colors. Um, so I picked these two colors, and I always offset my hands for, that's just the design that I like. Like, I'm over all of the super long nails, all of the crazy designs. Like, I did that in middle school and high school. Like, I'm grown. So I'm not even in that space anymore. But anyway, when I picked these two colors, my nail tech, she went and got the polishes, and they all have different names. And when I picked them out, I was like, okay, the blue didn't have a name next to it, but the green had a name, and it was called Lush Life. But when she brought the polishes, to the station, I look at them because I like, there's certain colors, they have all different ones. Um, and I like to know like what the names are to see what the energy is behind the colors. So like I said, the green was Lush Life and the blue was Big Blue. So I was like, yeah, I picked the right colors, like just based off of that, the names. So I don't know who's inquiring, but those are the two colors, Lush Life and Big Blue, which just represents me. And even as I'm sitting here talking about it, it's drawing me to the compassion card. But green represents the heart chakra, blue represents the throat chakra. So I don't know who was inquiring or wanting to know. But yeah. But let's see what's going on. And I guess, Spirit was, just bringing it up because of, that's the reason. Like, and it's not to, like, I don't know, like, how can I say this? Like, everything I do is like, I have to feel it to do it. Everything, and that's just for me. And this goes off of, feelings for me. Um, and it, it's just a way, like, how getting my nails done has always been a way of expressing myself. Um, like my big three are all cardinal signs. So it's cardinal water, fire, and earth. So the boldness, is how I express my fire with the colors. Um, the cardinal water is, the feeling that gets generated that, makes me pick the colors. And then the earth is actually, like in a way to me, like getting it done. So, actually deciding and sticking with, whatever colors I decide. I know that's a, it may seem crazy as like a, a whole process, but that's just how I work in it. It's something that in a way like encapsulates me and how I choose to express it. So, and I know like, it may not seem like that deep to others, but a lot of us do things, that are, we're not conscious of. These are conscious choices for me. And then I know it is, like just getting my nails done, but first of all, I'm paying money. I'm giving my time. Like wouldn't it be a conscious choice? Like I wouldn't just go in there, I mean, because I'm so spontaneous, there have been times when I have sat down and told my nail tech, yo, do what you want. Not often, but that's only because the nail tech that I had at the time, I truly trusted him to do, because it was almost like he knew what I already liked, so I didn't even have to explain. Like, so let's get one more. All right. So bottom of the deck we have Time to Go, which is like the Eight of Cups energy. And pardon me for 1 second, y'all. I just gotta pause it to go grab something. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm back. Sorry about that. But bottom of the deck we have the Time to Go, which is like I said, the Eight of Cups. Up under that we have Co-Create, which I'm almost getting like a Three of Pentacles vibe off of this card. Then we have Breathe, and then here we have that same Thinker energy. And I can't help but like feel that even although it's a woman on this card, this Thinker energy feels very similar to that Queen of Swords energy, but it feels very masculine. Um, like it almost feels like a Queen of Swords, a King of Swords, excuse me. So with this energy, it almost makes me feel like, how can I say this? Because they're giving me a lot. um, Someone is trying to figure out, like, I don't even know if I need to watch it or read it from this way or this way, because I'm feeling it both ways. Where someone is, trying to, figure out with this thinker energy, how they can create this is basically the same as this peaceful energy. It's giving me like the need for, like almost fresh air or just space to just be. And with the co-create, it's like, how can they create this in such a way, um, that they can, it almost feels like whatever is needing to be left behind. Like I said, I felt the Eight of Cups, so it feels like something emotional. Like, how can they, like, do both at the same time, I guess is the only way that I could say it. Like, walk away from something that probably held a lot of emotional value, but it's no longer fulfilling them, while, also trying to create, um, like almost a new, I don't know if it's a new state, a new environment, a new just spiritual and emotional space for themselves. Like, it's like someone is trying to do two things at once, where it almost makes me feel like saying, take it one step at a time. Like, because it almost makes me feel like whoever's in this energy, like, they don't want to like fully experience like this transformation, but it's a like what you're trying or wanting to leave behind and what you're wanting to create or go towards, they're very different. So it's almost like this person doesn't want to allow like the transition period. Like, what is that called? Like, what is that called? But there's a period in the middle that you just need to, that is, it's almost like the most necessary part of any transition is like, I guess, like the allowing yourself to adapt. It's like this person doesn't want to adapt, they just want to go from this to this. I don't know if it's a healing, I don't know if it's just taking a time out, taking a break, but it feels like someone is just wanting to skip over the most integral part of change or transformation. And that's almost like it's not realistic. And I know, like, because they're saying, yeah, they're saying, like, when one door closes, another door opens. Yes, that is so true. But it doesn't, like, you don't just walk out of one door and, into another one and then just start, no, there's a grace period. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Thank you. I know it will come to me. And it's like this person doesn't want to wait for the grace. Like, they don't, like, what? You need that. You need that grace period. That's exactly what it's called. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm just looking up what they have, the definition of a grace period. And it says a period after a due date or deadline during which an obligation may still be fulfilled without penalty or suspension of benefits. And it says a length of time during which rules or penalties do not take effect or are withheld. Yeah. So, like, a great, yeah, like, whoever's in this energy, like, it's almost like, I don't know, like it almost feels like this person is just in an energy of like almost like they're showing me the Energizer Bunny, where they just keep going and going and going. But even those fucking batteries don't, they die eventually. Like, so, you know, I mean, I get it for, the marketing purposes of the batteries, but it's almost like it's not realistic. The battery, you're not gonna put it in something and it's gonna stay charged forever. Like, that don't make no sense. But can I get one for this powerless, discouraged, hateful, and regretful energy? Well, I cannot make this shit up. We have time to go. And can I get one for the compassionate energy, please? Can you show me one for this compassionate energy? Mm. Mm. So we have two coming out. We have a leg up and deep knowing. For some of you, this compassion energy I'm feeling for you, if this is your energy, maybe like a spirit guide. And for some of you, if you're in this energy, this could, also be a physical person for you, where like this person, either it's almost like with a leg up, like, this person may be able to help you through this. It makes me feel like with the deep knowing that this person is very, very wise. They could be like a type of, or some type of advisor and or teacher or mentor for you. But with a leg up, it always makes me feel like, oh, sorry, y'all. It's been a while since this has happened in her reading. And you know what? Like, sometimes I get mad when this happens. But it's almost like, y'all, like, I don't know if y'all really understand. And I really don't care if you don't. Like, I'm to the point where I've been doing this for so long, like, I don't care what other people think or how they perceive, like, when this happens in the reading. But I appreciate Spirit for, like, in a way, it almost feels like they forced me to use my experience to, and things that I've went through to be able to come here and give these messages. Excuse me. So, in doing these readings, like, it's almost like I said, it's like they make me pull from those experiences to share because, I've said it before. A lot of, tarot readers, even when, people that I've come across, especially in the beginning of my journey, it's like they want to act, or they act, or at least it seems to me like they act like, they don't go through what these readings are entailing. But looking at this card, they said Mama Bear. So whoever's in this energy, they could harness like a Mama Bear spirit. Like there's a video that I had watched a while ago on Facebook. I don't even, like, it was years ago at this point. And you have to think of like that Mama Bear energy. Like they care fiercely. They love even harder. And when it comes to like their babies, their cubs, they're always gonna be there. And with the leg up, they're always gonna be there, but they're also like they're gonna let you learn on your own as well. Like, and for some of you, whoever is in this energy, it could be you, but it's almost like, spirit could be highlighting, like, because what I'm getting off of this a leg up is like the qualities of this person, this energy. And I feel like, like I said, if you're someone who's resonating as this energy, in a way, like they're making me want to read this a leg up card, but in a way, spirit could be, either guiding you towards this person, or you could even know, like, intuitively, like, this is someone who can be of, either they are of value to you in some way, or they can, assist you in some way. Because it's not like the mama puts the bear on her back. No, the bear has to climb up on the mama, or you gonna be straggling behind. Like, what's at the bottom? Yes. We have serendipity at the bottom. Which, is in to me, it's a card of, allowing spirit to guide you and take you. Look, oh man. I might have to cut this off, y'all. And know that, like, I'm crying because, like, because of, like, what I'm feeling. Like, I don't know, like, I mean, like, when you get it, you get it. Like, I really can't put it into words, and be in the vessel. Like, like, the energy flows through me, like, because this, like, life happens through us. It doesn't happen to us. It doesn't happen for us. It happens through us. And, like, this energy, like, I don't know who was in this energy. I don't know if they just don't trust spirit, like, but I've learned that, just through my own experiences, that you're gonna, no matter what you do, like, and I hate to say it like this because people are like, well, I have free will, and yes, you do, but it's almost like you always end up where you're supposed to be if you just allow it, if you trust it, if you believe. Like I tell people all the time, like, have just like, it's like I don't know, it's kind of like, it irritates me at how faithless, society is right now. And I don't understand, how can you not, like, what? So it's almost like when people don't have faith, it's like they just end up just, like in a way, like fucking their own shit up. Like, just, I don't know why this, like, the need to control is so strong within society right now, because a lot of stuff is really out of your control. And it's like, once you understand that, you don't have to do much. You don't. Because we have serendipity and peace, which, you, like I said, it's like you'll be led to this peace if you just, allow yourself to have a little bit of faith and trust where spirit is guiding you. Because it's not like you don't know that whatever you're in right now, it's done. Like, it's time to go in a new direction. And even like I said before, like that person, this even signifies like the grace period energy as well, where you've already like started walking away from it. But it's like I said, it's not like you walk out of one door and straight into another one. No, you have to walk. You see, she has to go across this bridge before we get to that next door. This is not like an overnight thing. And I'm hearing what is it? With the loyal heart up under it. What do they say in Avatar? I see you. But it's almost like, yeah, whoever's in this energy, like they don't allow themselves to just go with the flow. It's like they try to control the flow and they get mad when shit fucks up, or they seemingly make mistakes or whatever the case may be. And then they just like, continue to like sit and stew in something that they know is not for them, with the never ending story and not for you. Like, it's almost like whoever's in this energy, like they keep repeating cycles. But spirit is almost trying to lead you to, either a person or even a part of yourself that is able to, that's in alignment with you. And from that alignment, you create this happy, happy, which is like the Ten of Cups. Oh, thank you, Spirit, because they're saying the 2 and the 10, which is the 8, the 2 of Hearts or 2 of Cups. I don't know why I said 2 of Hearts. Somebody could be playing cards. The 2 of Hearts, I said it again. The 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups comes by way of the 8 of Cups. I like this. And it's almost like if you're resonating as this energy here, you're already here. You're already there. And if this person allows themselves to trust spirit, they'll, it's like the energy, this masculine energy will end up in the same place. And then there will be 2 people or 2 energies that are in alignment together. Imagine like sharing and co-creating from a place of peace in general. What could come out of that? gonna go with the Halloween tarot. Why not? Two of my decks were battling it out. The Nightmare Before Christmas and the Halloween tarot. So let's see. I don't want this to be too long. Look at that. The Nine of Cups. Oh, no. Make sure they're all upright. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the Empress, which definitely feels like this mama bear energy over here. We have up under that the World with the King of Pentacles. And the Magician with the Two of Cups. Oh my God. And then the Ace of Cups. And this makes me feel like this feminine has already, began a new cycle with the Empress and the World. But with this King of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Two of Cups, I feel like this masculine energy is almost trying to create from a very, like, this is that energy, like, I'm feeling of control. Like, they're trying to, like, it's just like I said before, like, this masculine energy could be trying to create, from a place of, is this, what's the word? Specificity. Like, it's almost like they're trying to control whatever it is that they want to create. For some of them, it is a Two of Cups situation. If this is someone that even I can even see it as, especially with the World in between these two energies, this cycle could have closed between this masculine and this feminine, and it's almost like this masculine is trying to, recreate it again, or at least like create it, but it's almost like they would need to upgrade themselves as the masculine or to the Emperor energy to do so. Like, it's almost like this could be like a masculine energy if you're a feminine that you dealt with that, wants to feel like, how can I say it? Like, feel like they're the, like it almost feels like an energy of wanting to take the credit. for, you know, like the relationship, or, you know, whatever it is. It could be a friendship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it almost feels like they want to be the one to like be in charge. Like, but it's not about that. Like, it's not about that. But I can also see like this King of Pentacles, like I said, wanting to manifest, you know, this connection back, where the feminine energy is almost just like I can even feel this peaceful energy here. Like this feminine energy is just hanging back as the Empress. It's almost like too with the world here, like this feminine is very comfortable letting things take like their natural course with the world, which is, you know, Saturn energy. Where this masculine is very like fixated and feels like it is Taurus energy, which we will have that Taurus full moon. But I can also feel it like this masculine, like needing to like again relinquish control, and in doing so, it's almost like this is something that this masculine may be learning. I feel. Because it's like I can almost feel like they feel that like this need from control, or this need for control, comes from almost like a place of either it could be insecurity, it could be you know, a certain set of values, traditions, or beliefs this person has always had. Like it has to be this way, it has to go this way. But even with the Magician here, it's telling this person like they have all they need, so there's basically no need for control. In order to manifest the Two of Cups, you have to be like almost in flow. Yes, thank you, Spirit. And there's the Ace of Cups. You got to be able to give a little. So can I get one for this time to go? Oh. Look, I'm telling you, the Queen of Swords. For some of them, they could be, you know, needing to walk away from a Queen of Swords energy. A person, place, or thing. It could be a friend or an associate with the Three of Cups here. Or this could just be like some, like again, like I said, I felt like this energy over here, although it's showing up as feminine, it feels very masculine. And this energy feels like, it's almost like a Queen of Swords reversed that can be very, you know, very strict, very authoritarian like. Let me get another one. For this time ago. And it could be their own energy, like not wanting to, you know, budge as well. Can I get another one for this time to go? Whoa. Yeah. We have the the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. I don't know. This makes me feel like either these are two energies of, they could represent people for this masculine energy that they, I don't know if they were hurt by these people, or they, especially with the Five of Cups, like there's regret and or sorrow or loss behind these two energies. Because even from the 5 to the 8 is the 3 of Cups. And y'all know the 5 of Cups is my crying over spilled milk card. What's at the bottom? The 8 of Pumpkins. Yeah, whoever or whatever these two energies are for this masculine, they've been trying to avoid, like, it almost feels like an upset or some type of disappointment, emotional disappointment that they're feeling from this energy. And it almost feels like with the 8 of Pentacles, like it's time to like to get, like, I hate to say it and sound so harshly, but it's like to get over it, because like constantly dwelling on what didn't work with these two energies, it doesn't get you nowhere. It's like time to clean up the milk with the 8 of Pentacles. Because okay, thank you, Spirit. It has affected how you exchanged with this feminine energy over here, with the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Whatever this masculine energy went through with these two energies over here, and I don't know if it caused them to like give up, when it comes to like connecting or relating with another. Can you give me one? Why are these two feminine energies here? Why the Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, okay. The expectation is what I'm hearing with the Three of Wands. Yeah. These two energies for a masculine, like, almost put some type of, or it's not even that they put it there. Well, they could have. I don't know. These could be, like parental figures, that, whatever they did, it's behind the Five of Cups, but it's almost like, in whatever experience this masculine went through, with these two, and it could even be just one feminine energy. Like I said, someone who was very, authoritative, but also, like, in a way I can feel with the Queen of Pentacles energy, like very selfish. They put, or whatever they've done to this masculine, it's almost like they have them always expecting the Ten of Swords. Like, always expecting things to go to shit. Always expecting things to end badly. Always, like, expecting some type of betrayal or letdown. And it kind of messed with their, like, their mind. With the Ten of Swords. Can I get get one for the Five of Cups? Why the Five of Cups? The Five of Cups, please. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, yeah. They could have been manipulated or, lied to, cheated on by these energies. And like, again, it doesn't have to be romantic because, shit, people do this. Friends do this. Parents, family members. Like, so whoever these energies are, because what I'm hearing is sweet nothings. And this person could have, went through experiences or an experience with these two feminine energies, or it could be one, like, could just be one energy, but two different facets of it where they were just, told shit that, sounded good, but it's almost like these people were never able to deliver. They always were left waiting. And it's, and of course, like these females, these feminine energies could have, they just feel like very manipulated by these energies. Like they just, did it because they could have. Like, see, and I can't, like, I don't know, I just don't. I know people go through it, but I'm just not one of them people, like, one of those people, like, mm-mm. It kind of, like, fucked up this person's trust. But they hold on to it in a way, like, with the Five of Cups, like, and in turn, what it ended up doing is making this masculine act in the same way. Like, they became these energies. So if it's this feminine, if it's this masculines, if these two queens are facets of this masculine's feminine energy, they need to let go of, like, expectations of, in general, but also, like, I can see it in a way as to where, like, this masculine energy, it's almost like they became who hurt them, and it played out in a connection with a feminine energy, because we are back to that Six of Pentacles and the Empress. So I'm so, like, honestly, y'all, I'm so tired of this, it's the hurt people, but you can't put that on people that never hurt you. Because when it's almost like when you do that, you end up hurting yourself. You don't hurt that person. I mean, to an extent you do, but you do more damage to you than you do to the person you were trying to hurt. Because it's almost like when that, when that happens, the person that you were trying to hurt was actually someone who could help you. So it's almost like you cut off that help. Let's take a look at this feminine energy, because I didn't mean for this to be this long. Can we get one for a leg up, deep knowing, and compassionate? Yo, and now we have the King of Swords. Yeah. And now, with it's almost like this masculine energy is realizing it through their own masculine energy. Like, oh shit, this was, like I just said, the person that was supposed to help me or that could have helped me. Like, it almost makes me feel like this person could have just like been used to getting like got or taken advantage of by so many people that they just expected everybody to take advantage of them. So it's almost like they kind of moved in a way that they really didn't have to move with this energy over here. And then it's like coming to that realization, like, fuck. I should have slowed down with the Knight of Pentacles. I should have exercised, some patience. Yep. With this person and actually, invested or, with the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Empress again, because then here's the Empress with the High Priestess, which is that energy over here. And then up under that, here's that stressed energy. Because now it's almost like, like, where's the love? Like, damn, I got rid of, or, I fucked up with the one person who actually truly cared. A Queen of Cups, she cares, she loves, she nurtures, like she's the Empress, like, and a High Priestess. Come on now. So it's like, how can I rebuild this? How can I, like, I almost feel like this person is trying to get back into the good graces of this feminine energy, but I don't know. Can I get another one? Why this King of Swords? Yeah, realizing the baggage, the burden that they need to release, that they were carrying when it, involved this situation. It was their own baggage that caused them not to see this feminine clearly, but they see it clearly now. Can I get another one? Yeah. And it kept them from the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pumpkins, creating something that would have been long lasting, very, sustainable. Then we have the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. So now it's like they feel like this was like almost like a truth that they didn't want to acknowledge or recognize, but they don't, they really don't have a choice. It's like it's very in their face. Can I get another one? Can you show me this feminine's energy? Can you show me this feminine's energy? Their energy is even over here. Yep. And this feminine with the Three of Pentacles coming out, where they were willing to work with you or, to collaborate with you. From the 10 to the 3 is the 7. There's I still feel like that hesitation on, investing. You like it's like you dragged your feet energy. Can I get one more and then we'll grab the guidance and advice? Can I get one more? One more, please. Yep. But now it's as clear as day with the Ace of Swords. And for some of them with the Page of Cups, I don't know if this person, like, the Page of Cups can be an energy of an apology. It can be like some type of expression of affection, because I'm hearing like, I need to tell you this. I need, like, they may even want to communicate something to you, but it's because of the realization that they had as a Page of Pentacles of this Five of Swords energy of, like, again, not wanting to recognize that it was their own baggage, their own need for control or needing to win or, not caring in a way who they hurt. It was a past pattern of theirs. From that 2 to the 7 is the 5. Being, very impulsive, impatient. They would, just revert to, past patterns with the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Cups. And their past pattern was this 5 of Swords, but it was by way of the 10 of Swords and trying to block, people, places, things, situations, or circumstances from this 7 of Swords where, they could think that, oh, everybody's out to get me. They could, be trying to manipulate me. They end up becoming the manipulator. Can I get one for the 7 of Swords? Yep, the Queen of Wands. And this is an energy of like, this masculine, feminine energy just like they were very selfish. Like I feel selfishness off of this Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. But it's almost like also too like the energy of like caring about how they look, like they're perceived. Can I get one more to go with this? So it kind of like almost restricted their masculine energy by wanting to like people please in a way. And I can also feel this Queen of Wands like as this feminine energy over here, where like how can I say this? Like this like they ran from, in a way, this feminine energy over here because of the power that they embody as a Queen of Wands. To where like it's almost in a way like, damn, this this feminine energy is almost more me than me, like as far as like being this emperor. But they recognize the emperor within this masculine. And that's, scared. Like it could have literally scared this person to where they felt like, they would ultimately be powerless. But that's not the goal. You don't need to overpower another person. Just because, this feminine energy stands, very confident and bold within who they are, doesn't mean that you have to either take that or try to take that from them. No, you, again, rise up to meet that person. It's like, thank you, Spirit. They were afraid of the power they possess because this feminine, like, they see it. And can I get one for this Ace of Swords? Yeah. And now, like I said before, with the King of Pentacles, realizing where they need to allow wiggle room. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of, the King of Fire. Can I get the guidance and advice, please, Spirit? The guidance and advice. Oh, too many. The guidance and advice. Then I say I felt that tower energy. The guidance and advice. So let's see. It's 30. So TikTok, it says, the essential meaning, timelessness, divine timing, and immeasurable time. The oracle's message, when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, and were happening now in the glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. The relationship message. Love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. The prosperity's message. Your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibration thoughts and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you will align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. So what's all the fuss about? What's all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. And then the protection message. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine, appropriate timing. You can relax. And that's all I said. Just a little bit of faith. Like, have that. That's the least people can do at this time. Just have a little bit of faith. Like, it costs you nothing. Oh, the magician. I love it. And this is just a reiteration that, like I said, you have everything that you need. So there's no need to try to, control it. Let me get another one. I like this. Can I get one more for this magician? You don't need to try to, it almost feels like persuade, trick, deceive. You don't have to do any of that. Yes. Your heart is the fuel. Like, learn to, like, it's almost like, yeah, it's time to create, or learn how to, move off the feelings, not off of what you think or what you perceive, or like, thank you, spirit. That's what they said. That's why we brought up your nails. Yeah, because it's a feeling. Like I explained to y'all how I just, and it may seem so little, but it's really not. Like, everything is created from the feeling. I love this. I love it. So as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that, this resonated for you. And if it didn't, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend and, is safe. And I will see all of y'all on the next one. All right? Later.